everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Lions coming in at 0-4, going up against the Panthers, who come in at 0-4.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The play clock's running down. 32. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
By the way, partner, that was a 30-year-old running back carrying the ball there.
Yeah, turned 30 back in March, did Stewart.
Yeah, I know that people say that you're not supposed to at the age of 30, but Jonathan Stewart, good style, good physicality. He'll continue to run it.
Hoping to keep him healthy. Hasn't played a full 16 games since 2011. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Shift together here from the D-line. On play action, it's Dobbs. And caught left side, Olsen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. K.D. Cannon with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. Set to go. Ground, it's Riddick. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They go back to Riddick. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the tight end Ebron in motion. Stafford. And that is incomplete. In his 5th year from Appalachian State, it's Sam Martin on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Now Stewart on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
The Lions gave up 177 rushing yards to Seattle in their playoff loss last year. And DeAndre Levy, their best inside linebacker, no longer with the team. That made Jared Davis out of Florida a really good selection for the Lions.
On second down, Dobbs. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Ziggy Ansah in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. So the D-line's going to spread out. Out of the gun, Dobbs. He's going to sling this deep down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Riddick. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Eric Ebron's got skills to spare. They just want the production to equal those, and he needs some good health in order to get that done. Had 61 catches in 2016, battling an ankle.
Yeah, the surprise, though, just one of those 61 hit pay dirt. Now it's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Riddick with a carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on second down is Stafford. He can't get him pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Wes Horton in there to sack him for a loss of 6. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Wes Horton in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force their early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
Here's Riddick. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And here now it's 2nd and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
On first down, Downs to throw. He'll find the rookie, Juju Smith-Schuster. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Dobbs is throwing. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Stewart. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Ah, yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
Dobbs now on second down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 8 yards there on a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's second down.
So many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. And that's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And now it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing here, Dobbs. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Theo Riddick. He's at the 50. 30, past the 20, touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick, 79 yards, and the Lions have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Tahir Whitehead in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Dobbs. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Pushing his way through. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw Dobbs. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. To throw is Dobbs. That's complete on the bubble screen. That's Cannon. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now Dobbs. And his throw is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. 3rd down here.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They are in the 2nd quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here we go.
first and 10. Dobbs. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On second down, they run with Stewart. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly at the 16. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Dobbs to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Dobbs to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Now Dobbs. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. It's the Chargers out to an early lead, and we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They start the third quarter on the ground with Stewart. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Back to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Armani Bryant in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cannon. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going deep for Benjamin. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the...
And he lost the football.
to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Seven yards to go on second down.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Flex round. Flex round.
Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On second down, Dobbs. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
They're on to the second half now down in Miami. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week. He'll drop to throw.
And Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Panthers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be third and a mile.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll run it now out of the gun. Always got some breathing room. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there, and we see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. And ready now for 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll go with the keeper, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. A handoff as they run the counter play. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. It's a quarterback sneak. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now if they convert the extra point, the Lions will have the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what... That's about. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Dobbs is throwing. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Armani Bryant in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's Michael Pilardi now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Now a handoff looking right. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A second down run for Abdullah. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Lions on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They go with Abdullah again. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. One is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Armani Bryant in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. And it was the Chargers who were able to take home the victory in that one. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The tight end, Olsen, in motion. He's back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Back to throw Dobbs. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Detroit, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.